No.
And did you ever get any money from Maya Lansky?
I never got money from any of those fellas.
None of those.
None of those fellas. None of these that I've been reading about, or none that I knew. They never gave me anything.
None of the machetes.
No. I don't even speak to it. I mean, I met that Charlie once or twice. I don't even talk to him.
You don't like it?
No.
Night Court with Joe Lanou, live on X.
Also known as Duck Corella.
I refuse to answer on the grounds of intent to
You
criminate.
got any business?
I refuse to answer on the grounds of intent to criminate.
You have any profession?
Welcome to Night Court Friday night, folks. We do police video reviews tonight with our panel of law enforcement, legal minds, and civilians. Tonight we have with us Jason for the law enforcement side, TC for the law enforcement side. We have our single legal mind, Joe. We affectionately call her Lawyer Joe or Lawyer Joe. Depends on what part of the country you're from. We've got Big Ron, Bruce Wayne, and Tactical sitting in on the civilian side. But going to close out a good week. Has everybody had a good week? Mine's been busy.
Yeah, very busy as well.
Oh, that's good. We enjoy doing the show, so let's jump on to it. Let's go to Houston PD.
There she is.
Where?
Right there.
44, I'm gonna refer this.
We need something to cover her up with.
44, that's quick.
Uh-oh. Get a shirt. Yeah, hold on.
Hang on 1 second.
We're gonna try to get something. Okay. Yes, it is. Hey, what's going on? Is he's in there?
He is. I left him there. I don't know what he's on. He's on something. It smells like it could be wet. I don't know. I smell something on his breath. And
That's not him, right?
No.
Who's that?
I don't know what it is.
Okay. Does he have any guns in there?
I think he does have one. But I was in the bed, I was sleeping, and he came in and he was trying to wake me up, and he was just talking all outside of his head. And
What is he wearing?
I don't know, I think he had on a black shirt.
She said he might be on wet.
I don't know what it is. He's on.
Yeah, we gotta get another.
Yeah.
Hey, Sean. How you doing? Yeah, are you okay?
Okay.
What's going on, buddy?
You need one record. It's gonna have to be a flatbed. 610
Hey, Sean.
westbound, just before airline.
Yes, sir.
Need a flatbed record, 610 westbound at airline. Need a flatbed record at 610 westbound at airline.
Hey, no.
Sean.
I'm not want nobody nothing else.
Okay, relax.
Don't call me to be like this.
Just calm down. I'm talking to you. What's that? Sean, do me a favor.
I'm just going to my.
No. Hey, listen.
Everything else.
Do me a favor.
No.
Do not even do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
We never do that.
Don't do it, Sean. Relax.
We never do that, this man.
Relax, Sean.
Hey.
Put it down. Back up.
Put it down. I'm not doing nothing, man.
Sean.
2330, hold there. Suspect's got a gun.
I'm not doing nothing, man.
Put it down.
Hey, put it down, Sean.
I'm not doing nothing.
We're here to help you, buddy. Relax.
Put it down.
Put it down.
I'm just going back to my car.
Sean, put it down.
Now.
Drop it, Sean.
Drop it.
Sean, don't do it. Hey, get some cover.
I'm not doing
Sean. Relax, Sean.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, listen, we're here to help, buddy. We're here to help.
Don't do it, dude.
Hey,
Sean.
He's walking that one. With a gun. He's got a gun.
Cover.
I'm not no problem or nothing else, man. Don't come to me like no that way.
Get covered. Hey, Sean, drop it. Drop the gun.
Hey,
drop the gun. Hey, dude, I'm a fucking
hey,
you.
no.
Drop the gun. Drop the gun.
Drop it.
Drop the gun.
Drop the gun. Drop the gun.
Drop the gun.
I'm not. Drop the gun.
Drop the gun.
Put your hands up!
Hands up! Hands up!
Put your hands up!
Let us see your hands.
Hey, put your hands up! Hands up!
His hands ain't going nowhere.
Hands up!
Yeah, it's over.
He's down. He's down. Where's that air from? Glove up. Get the medical going. We'll go hands in a second. 1 second.
Sound like
sprinkler
system came on.
No, good point.
Gotta water that fake grass.
You got another Chester. Hey, relax. Relax. Well, bring your guns down.
Here's private ID, 501 Greens Road with shots fired.
Back up. Yeah. Hey, just leave that there. Hey, you can get a med kit out here. You get a med kit? Another one, yeah, if you can. Here, let's on, get this in. Sean. Oh man, he's center punched. You okay? Yeah. He's center punched right here in the chest.
Are we going to be rendering aid to the suspect? All officers are okay.
Sean, stay with us, buddy. Yeah, I'm fine. You okay? Yeah, I already called for him. Yeah, this one's kind of falling on me. You got a better chest seal? This one's kind of... I got more in the car. Let's go in the car. There you go, Sean. Come on, buddy. Where else? Right here.
John is part of the building.
Step back.
Okay, let's go to tactical. What do you think about this one?
I'm gonna have to say this is a no bill. I did see like a charge towards before the officers shot. If you're charging towards somebody with a loaded gun after they told you to drop it, they're probably gonna shoot you. I think that's a pretty, decent rule of thumb. So I would not indict it.
Okay, no bill for tactical. Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, I mean, they gave him ample opportunity to comply. Like, he not only didn't set it down, he tried to walk away, and then yeah, the final thing was when he walked towards them, still holding it. So that's a no bill for me.
That's two. Big Ron.
Yeah, 100% no bill for me on this one. I'm going to agree with everybody else. Ample time to put down the firearm, didn't do it. Advanced at the police officers. There's only going to be one outcome to that.
Very well. James.
What? They didn't have any beanbag rounds, no 40 mics, nothing? No bill. They're good.
Thanks for bringing that up with your no bill. Let's go to Lawyer Joe. How you doing this evening?
I'm good. I I agree with everyone else on that one. That was a clean shoot, no bill.
Fair enough. TC.
No bill. Part of me wanted to say bill just to see what kind of reaction I got from you, but no bill.
It'd be the standard rolling eyes, but you can say it if you like. Jason, what'd you see in this one?
No bill. They were justified way before they actually shot, but no bill.
Yeah, I agree. I think it was a clean shoot. I think this gentleman was on some mind-altering substances that probably facilitated and caused this issue to happen. But that was the last issue and the last time that he would partake in a controlled substance. It ended his life. But with that said, let's go to the border.
Lawyer Joe.
Did you hear from Lawyer Joe?
Did we?
Do I hear from you?
Yes, we did.
Okay, my bad. I must have just tuned you out.
Wow.
Don't do that.
Yeah, you'll have that. I understand where you're coming from there, Bruce Wayne. Let's go
You
to.
will not have that.
I hang on every word that Lawyer Joe says, even when she disagrees with me.
And there's the
man.
eyes rolling. Here's the eyes rolling again. And let's go to Vancouver, Washington.
I thought those headphones were the dude's beard, and I was like, wow, he's got a huge head.
Guy looked like he's putting on some hearing protection because he expects to survive this encounter he's about to jump into.
Looks like he's laying in ambush.
You are under arrest. You need to come to the front door with nothing in your hands.
Fired.
Yep, he's shooting at us.
Let Ogby put it out. 877, he just shot at us with a bolt gun. You guys are alright. You're alright. He still got his gun pointed at us.
Come to the front door with nothing in your hands. Show us that you don't want to hurt anybody out here. Show us that you can be safe. Okay, that's the front window's going.
Yeah, it's going.
It's going.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's going.
Back up. Back up. To the right. From
I was gonna say, they're in a Bearcat, aren't they?
Just shattered. We're gonna pull off.
Yes, they are.
Oh, God.
Stop. You're good. You're good. You're good. I know. Just keep going down, or?
What caliber is that if he's taking out bulletproof glass?
Okay. We need to stay on scene best we can. You're alright. Good job, you guys. Everybody okay?
Just in case you didn't know, we can
He's
drive
wearing
a
a helmet
Bearcat into
and
a
a gas
house.
mask.
See, face him right again. We have eyes on him, the back side, free side. He's got a helmet on and what looks like a gas mask. Zulu, Sierra 3, got away.
He went down. He's down in the 3-side slider.
Suspect is down, 3-side slider.
Drone footage? That's new.
Little drone.
Aircraft in warning zone. Fly with caution. The DJI looks like.
You see the barrel there, Big Ron? Sitting on a table.
Now, I saw it laying on the ground. I saw a rifle laying on the ground. Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah. That's at least a 50, it looks like. Maybe bigger. Is that a KSG? Hey Joe, can you back up just a little bit? There was a round laying on the bed.
It looks like the rifle he was showing. That one there is a 50 caliber. You want to go back to the bed? Is that what you said?
Yeah, it's definitely at least a 50. There was a big round laying on the bed. Yeah, right there above the KSG and next to that pistol.
Looks like a Modus to me. What do you think, Joe?
That's definitely 50.
Yeah, it's a 50 caliber. And that's what he's got set up on the tripod on the table. Most likely would hit that ballistic Bearcat window.
That's the only thing I could think of that's going to take a ballistic window out in 2 shots.
It could be a 20 mil too.
It could be a 20 mil.
Magazine doesn't look quite big enough for a 20.
Yeah, it looks like a 50 caliber rifle there for sure. Didn't really tell you what the armament was, but it was definitely there. Tactical, I'm going to start with you again. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with no bill. He was literally shooting at cops.
Yeah, this one, folks, I don't see anybody. Does anybody have any reservations with police actions on this one?
This is cut and dry.
But I thought it was an interesting one, and it's a new video that's out.
Yeah, that was definitely a crazy video.
I mean, he's also kind of stupid because, like, why would you aim for the bulletproof glass? Like, you could aim like lower, like between the engine block and the glass. It's probably not reinforced there, but stupid.
Bearcat's pretty well armored on the front. If he had continued to shoot, there is a number of rounds that will penetrate on a 50 caliber in particular that will penetrate that glass. It'll sustain some hits, but there is a point where it'll fail.
Most ballistic protection are rated to number of shots fired in the same point. And most glass, if you fire one round into it and another round in the same spot and another round, eventually it's like a fullback running through the offensive line with the running back following them. Eventually one's going to penetrate it.
But evidently he either didn't have the will to do that or didn't know that. The way they were moving with that Bearcat was real slow. And like I said earlier, I know you can drive a Bearcat into a house. You can go into the living room with that thing. But if nobody's got any more comments on that, TC, what do you think about this one?
I didn't see anything that would indicate that the law enforcement team did anything wrong here. So, yeah.
Well, and we didn't have the real story. We didn't see the interaction that brought police there. So there's not a lot to really go on to make real judgments. But I thought, honestly, we'd get something from some of you guys about why does the police have a Bearcat? Why do they have armored vehicles? And I think this is a good example as to why.
That's a philosophical question, and we don't do the philosophical discussions on.
Since when? Is this a brand new? Am I still on the night cruise? The night court show?
No, we are, but you always tell me that's for a different time. So I'm trying to respect the rules of the host.
I got to get you to land somewhere. All right, let's go to L.A.
Close the door.
555 18th and Pacific.
I got my ID and all that, officer. Cool, my partner will be right with you. Hey, how's it going?
Oh, wow. Can I get my purse? Right here. On the floor? Yeah. Oh, wait.
Tell me that you've been in multiple felony traffic stops without actually saying you've been in multiple felony traffic stops.
The guys in the back putting their hands on the headrest.
Nope. Never even been
Yep.
arrested.
Do you have a valid driver license?
No.
No?
I got an ID.
Hang tight, okay?
I do that all the time, only when my wife drives.
Bracing.
100%.
You're not going, officer.
Good, brother. How's yours?
Just trying to make it home, you know?
Where do you guys stay at?
I stay on Summerlin, Sutherland Park.
Okay, cool.
942
12? You just stand right there, bro. Face the wall.
I feel like we're going to be really surprised about who actually gets shot.
I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards pink nails.
That's what I'm thinking. But
Go ahead, put your phone away, miss.
What, Mister? I'm just trying to get home.
Put your phone away, keep your hands behind your back.
no, pink nail, the passenger in the front.
Get on the ground. Get on the ground. On your knees. On your knees. Both of you on your knees.
Is the gun that the officer has, is that one he removed?
Turn around. No, hands on top of your head. Hands on top of your head and turn around. Hold on. Don't move.
Yeah.
5855 is requesting a backup area and a supervisor. Requesting on a 14 group with a gun 18th and Pacific.
Cross your legs. Cross your legs. Cross your legs. Cross your legs. Right, there you go. Turn your head to the left. Hey, you in the passenger seat, both your hands out of the window. Don't move.
55, only users respond northbound.
Don't move.
Southbound, from 17.
Don't move.
20 response southbound Pacific from 17th only. You're responding, identify.
Check your belt, Sarah.
He's responding, 5855 is in the...
Hey, dude in the gray. Stay on your knees, bro. Just shuffle to your right. I didn't ask you. Hey, shut up and turn face the wall. I'm not talking to you.
Hey, just follow
Face the wall. Hey. Dude.
Follow simple instructions.
Hey, you in the gray, what's your name, dude?
Hey, you in the gray.
What's your name? Alright, Russell. Just slide over to your right a little bit.
I don't know.
Hey, go ahead. Hey, drop it. Hey, shots fired. Officer needs help. We have shots fired. Officer needs help. Get on the fucking ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Hey, get cover. Hey, go inside. Go inside.
Why didn't he go into handcuffs as soon as they pulled him out of the car like the other two?
The reason I'm stopping you because you're parking handicapped and you don't have no handicap license.
Wow.
It's all good. Do you have your license?
I think they ran out of handcuffs and they called
No,
back
do you
up.
have an ID?
No, I don't.
What about you?
This is her car.
Can I get my purse?
Where's it?
Right here.
On the floorboard?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
Did he say the reason they were talking to them is because they were parked in a handicap?
Parked in a handicapped spot, yes.
Do you have any ID on you at all? No, I don't, sir. No? Anyone on probation or parole in the car? No, sir. No? Hey, since you can't provide me identification, I don't know who you are. I'm gonna have you step out, okay? Okay, yeah. Just give me a second. Hey, I'm gonna have the driver step out, and we'll stack them up. You step out, bro. Face away from me.
They pulled everyone out of the car because the driver didn't have ID.
Put your hands behind your back.
These guys are looking hinky as hell.
Oh, is that the standard now?
Gotta love pretextual stops.
Because obviously you can't provide me identification. Okay? I don't know if you're wanted or what.
Welcome, Sarah.
So the standard is they look hinky. Okay. I know that.
No, counselor. There's a violation of the law. You park in the handicap zone. It gives them abilities to make contact, and from there, it doesn't look any better.
I get the contact, but like they get the driver out because he doesn't have ID, and then we're just gonna pull everybody out.
Yeah, step up. Just keep your hands behind your back, okay? You can leave your phone right there. Just keep your hands behind your back. I'm not gonna put cuffs on you, okay? Just go over there. Keep your hands behind your back. Maybe step up. Face away from me. Hands up. Strap. Hey, don't move. Don't move. Don't fucking move. You hear me?
Hey, stop. Turn around. Hey. No, hands on top of your head. Hey, look. Hands on top of your head and turn around.
Hey, just grab it and put it over. Don't move.
What happened?
Just let it. What happened? If he feels
Hey, listen, it ain't 5855 is approaching a backup area, and a supervisor, code 6 and a 14 group with a gun 18th and Pacific.
Cross your legs. Cross your legs.
Cross your legs. Cross your legs.
Hey, get some cover. Get some cover.
And this right here is where the officer fed.
You see both your hands out of the window. Don't move.
5-5. I'm not on northbound or correction, southbound or Pacific. From 17. Don't move.
Yes, response southbound Pacific from 17th only. You're responding, identify.
Stand by. Just keep them right there. Just keep them right there. 5-5, be advisor. I'm going to stand by.
He's responding, 5855 is in the...
Hey, dude in the gray. Stay on your knees, bro. Just shuffle to your right. I didn't ask you.
We're not.
Hey, shut up and turn. Face the wall. I'm not talking to you.
Hey, just follow simple instructions.
Face the wall. Hey. Don't listen to her, bro.
Hey, follow simple instructions, bro.
We're not.
Hey, what do you want, partner?
You in the gray, what's your name?
Hey, you in the gray.
What's your name? Russell. Just slide over to your right a little bit.
Hey, don't fucking move. Don't move. Don't move. Get on the ground.
Come on, man. Hey, let me get a team over here.
Got you. Right here.
I got you. I got a head over there. Roger, keep eyes right. Team over here.
We got a less lethal.
Let's go. Hey, let me get a... Listen. Point. Commands. Arrest. Roger. Arrest him. Glove up real quick.
Got less lethal. Alright. Somebody glove up on our side.
We're gloving up.
We got glove.
This has got to be something to do with California training, because I've seen this in other stuff wherever in California involves somebody that has any kind of a weapon, they back off and call in everybody and do these massive tactical stack-ups.
Oh, and what's that green on the gun?
It's taser.
Do you want to go, son? Either. That's fine. I'll go. Just cover me there.
Okay,
Jason,
so
what's the
what is?
distance on that green taser cartridge? What is that, like 50 feet or something?
Is that a Taser 10? Is that a new one?
It looks like one of the new ones. Is that like a 50-footer?
If it's a Taser 10, I think it's 80 feet.
Is it?
Ooh, that's impressive.
The sooner you follow our
Got a
command,
very narrow spread over
Why?
there.
face away from us, lay on your stomach, and look to the right.
Okay, I need to know what less
We'll give
lethal
her
is. Things are either lethal or not lethal.
Build the wall.
Things like
Build
less
up the
than
wall.
lethal.
They're supposed to say less than lethal, but nobody ever says
Because they're like
that.
less lethal, and I'm like, no, things are either lethal or they're not.
Well, I think you still have two subjects that you don't know that are armed or not.
We'll kill you, but we'll kill you less. Yeah,
I mean, wasn't there that
No.
one case where the person got the case ever condition?
No, he's not okay. He's been shot.
So, yeah, taser could be lethal.
My partner will be right with you.
Pepper spray can be lethal. That's why everything is referred to as lethal or less than lethal.
Yeah.
He's responding. 5855 is in the.
Hey, dude in the gray. Stay on your knees, bro. Just shuffle to your right. I didn't ask you. Hey, shut up and turn and face the wall. I'm not talking to you.
Hey, just follow simple instructions.
Face the wall. Hey.
Follow simple instructions, bro.
Hey,
What do you want?
you in the gray. What's your name, dude?
Hey, you in the gray.
What's your name? All right, Russell. Just slide over to your right a little bit.
Hey, don't.
Hey, drop it. Hey, shots fired. Officer needs help. We have shots fired. Officer needs help. Get on the fucking ground.
Okay, well, let's talk about
Close the door.
55518.
Let's go to Fiji. What do you think, Fiji?
Yeah, I'm going to go build that one. Although I honestly I don't understand why they pulled them out of the car for parking a handicap and not having an ID on them. I mean, nothing can come back or anything. That didn't make much sense to me. Well, that looking hinky, I can see why. Yeah, okay, but no
It's
bill.
California, right?
Yeah, it's true. No
Okay,
bill.
so no bill. Still no bill, Fiji?
Yeah,
Can you
no
guys
bill.
hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's go to Big Ron.
Yeah, I'm going to bill this one. Horrible tactics. They lost control of the situation. They let the suspect get back in the car. It's failure on the police officer's parts on both ends.
So, what would be the criminal charge that you would bill them on?
They would have kept control of the situation, handcuffed the suspect when they had him out of the car in the first place. None of this would have ever happened.
Okay, so we're going to get a bill for that. Let's go to Bruce Wayne.
I mean, I agree with what Ron said about it being them letting it get out of control. Because there were multiple officers there. I think someone said maybe they ran out of handcuffs, but they definitely had enough handcuffs. But there was
only two on the initial stop.
Yeah, but weren't there some other? Because we got those two cameras, and there was another squad car further back. Anyways, regardless,
They were responding at the initial stop. There was only two.
Okay, it's a no bill for me.
Okay, tactical. What do you think?
I would say it's a bill for me. It's a pretextual stop, and then what Ron said about
Okay,
just
what is a pretext stop?
Pretextual stop is exactly what you were saying. Like if there is what you were saying earlier, if you can catch somebody on a minor violation, that gives you pretext to search even for other things. As long as the initial contact was valid, like a valid traffic stop, then you are allowed to continue the traffic stop, even if it's like the initial thing has been resolved, as long as you can find something with RAS in that time period.
Okay, so in this case, you say that they stopped them for parking in a handicap, and the driver had no driver's license. So I guess it ends at that. Oh, you don't have a driver's license, and that's it. Goodbye.
Well, I'm saying that what they used to engage was that traffic violation of parking in a handicap. That's what I would talk about. I'm not saying that. Obviously, they needed RAS to continue the stop. I'm
Did
not
they
saying
have
that.
that?
Yeah,
So how is it a pretext stop?
That's the very definition of pretextual stop. That's recognized by the courts, Joe. That you, as long as you have a valid reason to make the stop, you can use anything within that stop that's adjacent to that stop to continue the reason for the stop.
I'm
That's
asking you, what did they continue with? They couldn't identify the driver. The very
right.
reason they
So,
stopped or made
but then they
contact
began
hasn't
to
been
remove
resolved.
right, but they began to remove everybody else from the vehicle, which of course they're allowed to do. Pennsylvania v. Mims, they're allowed to do, but they really weren't interested at all in that parking violation.
What do you think they were interested in?
They wanted a reason to search that car.
Why do you think?
Just so you know,
Because they look
guys,
kinky.
operating a motor vehicle in the state of California is grounds for A, immediate imprisonment, and B, your car being impounded. So that car was getting impounded and searched one way or the other.
I don't understand your point.
Okay, so you're going to bill this because it was a pretext stop?
I'm going to bill it because the officers created
We're
the
not into
situation.
you, TC. We're tactical. I just need an answer from tactical, and we'll move along.
yes, I will. Not just because of that, also because of what Ron said, but yes.
Okay, so you say that. Okay, we're going to go with the bills on that. Bruce Wayne.
I already answered. It was no bill for me.
Oh, my bad. Let's go to James.
My answer is the same. Even though what they did was bad policing, there's nothing criminal about it, I believe. Unless you count reckless endangerment of the public due to their actions, but I don't think that it sticks, so no bill.
Okay, let's go to lawyer Joe.
So I'm confused. They shot it. The guy have a gun when they shot him? 'Cause he took off running.
They removed a gun from him. He lunged back into the car is when they shot him, and then he ran from the car after he was shot.
So they didn't know if he had a weapon or not. They just shot at him.
They'd already removed one from him, but they haven't searched the
Right.
car for which he lunged back into.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to bill that one because you don't know. Maybe he was grabbing his phone. Maybe, I mean, we have no idea because they told them
What
all to
about?
leave their phone.
Let me ask you this: so you can see the gun in the officer's right hand, where the screen
Right,
is.
he took a gun from him.
But hang on. Whatever happened to what a reasonable person would believe if their life was in danger?
Well, if these cops were believed their life was in danger, they could have handcuffed him. If they didn't have regular cuffs, they had to have those zip tie things. You don't just leave someone. You just took a gun from him, but you just left him there by himself on his knees,
At gunpoint.
completely unrestrained. Like, come on. How much do, as a defense attorney, I would ask, I'd be like, how much were you really in fear of your life that you just left the dude sit there like that after you took a gun off it?
But if
You
I'm going
obviously did.
to defend the officer, I was in so much fear that I had my gun drawn and pointed at this guy and giving orders and commands not to move.
So, but you chose not to restrain him, so he couldn't move. You just decided to back off and tell him not to. No, I would absolutely. I'd indict him on the shoot just because you didn't. They had no idea what he was doing or what he was getting, and they were negligent by not restraining him at that point. So, I would definitely.
Okay. Well, is that the legal standard? That you have to know what someone's doing?
You have to have a reasonable fear Like,
Okay,
how can you say?
Let me ask you this: what do you think he went back to that car for? To get his phone?
Honestly, I don't know. Maybe because they told everybody to leave their phones, right?
Okay.
Here's the thing: the cops, though, yeah, they told everybody to leave their phones. He goes and reaches in the car. Is that suspicious? Yes. But until you see what he has, you can't just shoot somebody for reaching into their car. You can't assume you know what they're doing, and you can't assume they're getting another weapon. You already took one off him. You think he's got another one? Then you should have handcuffed him, or you should and put him in the back of your car, not just left him there in the middle of the parking lot. So yeah,
Okay. So
it's reasonable. If you don't know what he's doing and you're just making assumptions and guessing, no, that's not okay.
But I'm asking, is the standard to use deadly force that you have to know?
You have to be in reasonable fear for your life.
Okay, and you say it doesn't meet that standard.
No, it does not.
Okay, so that's a bill for, that's an indictment for Lawyer Joe. Let's go to TC.
Yeah, I'm billing this.
For the same reasons, Lawyer Joe?
Yeah, the officer had every opportunity to secure the scene, and for some reason he chose not to, and it was his negligence that caused the shooting.
So, but you don't think that the actor had any part to play in this?
No,
or
no doubt.
does all responsibility lie on officers in this situation?
Look, you can't have it both ways. You cannot say that officers are held to a higher standard than everybody else, but then not hold them to a higher standard. The officer had control of the situation. He chose to not handcuff this individual, and he lost control of the situation. And a person got shot, and we don't know if he was armed or not. After that, they'd already removed a gun from him. He probably was in violation of California law at that point. You effect the arrest while you have control of him. They screwed up, and somebody got shot. Let a jury decide this. That's all I'm saying. That's what this is about. Let a jury decide or not decide. I'm not adjudicating his guilt or innocence. I'm saying take it to a jury and let a jury
Brother,
decide.
I just asked a question. That's all I did was ask a question. Okay, well, let's go to, what do you think, Jason?
No, Bill. Not disagreeing that the officers could have maintained better control of it, but you pull one gun off a person, how many guns are in that car? He reaches into the car. The fact that he said, get to cover, that tells me that the officers were in fear for their life. Why else would you go to cover? If it went billed, I don't think it would be convicted. I'm no bill on this.
You know what? I agree. I'm going to no bill it. I don't know why they didn't restrain the guy if they didn't have fat boy cuffs, or between the two of them they didn't have 4 pairs of handcuffs. And I will say that's a problem. I carried more than 2 pairs, just because you never know how many bracelets you're going to need at any particular time. And we always carried some in the squad car, hanging on the alley light. And I think that's almost standard. So I don't know why they didn't handcuff him if they didn't have the restraints, because he's kind of a big guy. If they didn't have the restraints to do it, I'm not sure what their issue was, or even what their policies are on this type of situation. But go back into its in totality. You take something that is a simple Class C a simple misdemeanor, fine only citation for parking in a handicap spot. But when the officers approached, and some of us mentioned it during the video, the guys in the back, they said they've never been to jail, but these guys have been handled by law before. They knew exactly what to do. Hands were up. The only person that had ID was the guy in the back, and wasn't a driver's license. They pulled the driver out. They do handcuff him and take him to the wall as they bring each person out of the car. I think that there was enough reasonable suspicion to pull them out of the car. And here's my point on the actual shoot, restrained or not. This gentleman is on his knees. He's at gunpoint. They're giving him commands. They're not asking him. And he takes his life into his own hands to defy the commands, the orders of the officer, and dive back into the car. I would have to say that a reasonable person would believe that he wasn't doing that for a cell phone, and that an officer could reasonably believe that his intentions were not good. And that's where I'll leave that one as a no bill on my part. But then what do we have? 1, 2, 3 indictments, and I think everybody else was a no bill. And everybody has a complaint on how the officers handled the actual stop. And I'll back that up. I agree. But I think on this one it would stay as no bill on our count. Let's go to El Paso, Texas.
Lincoln 40. How you doing, man? You good? Your car broke down?
Yeah.
Okay. You have an ID on you?
I do. Somewhere.
Can you leave me out at Coates and Donovan at the car wash with New Mexico Adam Zebra Frank Zebra 32? You got with one. You got like a trickle charger going on, or?
I don't know what's going on. I have a short somewhere.
But what's up with the wires coming out?
Now my ignition switch broke.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was trying to fix, but it's not working. Like, I can't get nothing to work. Like, I can't get the car to turn on. I can't get anything to work. Like, usually, there's usually a wire that you can touch here. But
This your car?
Yeah.
Do you have it? Can I get your ID, please?
I'm trying to find it. It's not happening.
Any weapons in the car? Any guns, knives?
No, sir.
What's that?
No, sir.
Alright.
I'm sorry, I'm just frustrated because, like...
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm trying to freaking fix my car and it's just not happening. Like,
Are you living out of here?
Yeah, I'm living in here, bro.
Okay. You don't know where your wallet is or anything?
Let me calm down, please.
Yeah.
Calm down, 'cause I'm just frustrated with this car already. I don't think we're talking. That's so frustrating. You're stuck with this car, man. Frustrating as hell. This car has a bunch of problems. It's never like be at peace.
What's your name, sir?
Michael Estrada.
How do you spell your last name?
MICHAELESTRADA.
You're gonna have to say that again, sir.
MICHAEL. ESTRADA.
Your date of birth?
9/30/93.
Do you have a current address that you're using?
No, I'm currently homeless.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have my wallet. So I don't have my ID somewhere in here.
Do me a favor, dude. Can you step out the car for me?
I can't do that.
Where's that?
You need to back up, bro.
Why do I need to back up?
You need to back up right now.
Why?
You need to back the fuck up.
Why,
Back
dude?
Back
Hey,
up, guy.
relax.
Please back up.
Relax, dude.
Please get away from me.
Relax.
Please get away from me.
Okay, relax. What do you have in your hand?
Please get away from me.
What do you have in your hand,
Get away
dude?
from me, please.
Clear there.
Please, sir.
What do you have in your
Get away
hand,
from me.
dude?
Please, sir. Don't make me do this.
What's in your hand?
It's a gun. So please back up.
Hey,
Over there by your car.
let me see your hand, dude.
Go by your car, please.
Let me see your
Over there
hand.
by your car, please.
Let me see your hand,
Please,
dude.
sir. Please, sir.
Let me see your
Go by
hand.
your car. Go back to your car.
Just,
You
hey,
wanna go home
relax,
tonight,
dude.
right?
Relax.
You wanna go home tonight?
Relax,
You wanna go home
dude.
tonight, right?
Relax.
I'm relaxed. Can you please go by your car?
Okay,
and
just put it down,
Okay,
dude.
go by your car then.
Okay, I will.
Okay, go.
Put it
You
down.
wanna go home tonight, right?
Just put it
You wanna go
down.
home tonight?
Just put it
You
down,
wanna
dude.
go home tonight?
Just put it down.
I'm not gonna put it down. Go by your car.
What is it, dude?
Go. Do you wanna go home tonight?
Yes,
Pick the
relax.
Did you pick the wrong day to go to work today?
Okay, dude, relax, please.
Okay, get back to your
Relax.
Get back to your car, please.
Relax, dude.
I'm gonna relax. Just
Shots fired, shots fired. Shots fired. Hey, I need you to come down Donovan past Coates. It's going to be a black Mustang. You're going to come around the gas station, don't come around the front. I'm going to be by a dumpster taking cover from the Mustang. I'm at the rear of the Mustang.
10-4, search, we're coming up. You said come by where?
If you're coming down Donovan go past Coates, you're going to see the gas station on the right, and then come into the gas station.
10-4.
Turn the car off, sir! Sir, turn the car off! Stand by for the first units to clear the vehicle. Lincoln 40 to dispatch.
Go ahead.
Go ahead and start me northeast central units, please, and have FMS stage. Hey guys, come to me. Stop it.
Okay, let's go to Fidji. What do you think?
I'm going to no bill that one, and the reason is I thought when they said it in the thing that they didn't know if he had a gun or not, but there was one shot where they were kind of showing his lap, and there was something that was kind of outlined like a gun. And either way, he's kind of being threatening and all. I know.
Well,
It should probably be stronger, but
didn't he tell the officer, "Go back to your car. I've got a gun"? If you want to go home.
They actually say that. You couldn't see his hand. You know, if he did something, we couldn't see it on camera. Like if he moved, like he was shooting towards the officer or something. But it seemed like there was something on his lap that looked kind of not in this shot. There was a little bit later of a shot.
Okay,
Anyway.
so you'd be comfortable with a no bill on this?
Yeah, I'm pretty comfortable with that.
Okay, Big Ron, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm no billing this one. Also, he made multiple threats towards the officer, and the movements that he made I would have fired too.
Okay. Bruce Wayne.
It's an easy no bill for me.
Okay. Hey, Pidgey, could you mute?
Yep. Sorry.
Thank you. Tactical. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to bill. Like, if somebody said that to me and they were moving like that, like, I'd probably shoot too. Talk about if I'm gonna make it home, like, them fighting words.
So it meets to that standard a reasonable person would have believed their life was in danger.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Let's go to is James still with us, or James had to pull out, didn't he? So let's go to Lawyer Joe.
I have a problem with what authority did he have to be there? What authority did he have to walk up on this guy and start demanding shit from him?
He's at a car wash. The car wash looks open, so he has the right to be there. So you're correct about that. The hood is open, wires running from the battery into the passenger compartment, and he says his ignition's not good. This is a kind of indication it could be a stolen car. So I think that he had legal standing to make contact with those factors being in there. Now, if the guy was washing his car, just honestly just sitting there, I would say it would be a consensual contact. But I think he had probable cause or at least reasonable suspicion to make contact with this individual because of the state of the car. He mentioned the wires when he walked up. He's got wires running from the engine compartment back into the passenger compartment. And this is when people hot wiring the car is not very easy. I've seen
Right.
thieves try to do this.
But for me, it's the whole why would it be consensual? The cop comes over and starts talking to him. Like it's not consensual if he can't tell the cop to just
I
talk
didn't
to
say
him.
it
Not
was. I said it was not consensual.
oh no, okay. Because at this
Reasonable
point,
suspicion on the wires coming out of the engine compartment, the hood up at a car wash.
okay. I mean, the hood up at the car wash does not give the cop authority to demand to see to have ID, demand to like look through the guy's car. He
What,
doesn't
what
have
about what about wires coming from the battery into the passenger compartment?
well, and
Working on the
if that's something that's common in like stolen cars, hot wire cars, then that starts to bring up reasonable suspicion. But just the being there parked with your hood up absolutely does not give that cop authority to start demanding shit. Now, again, if the wire's running, if that's like a common thing for hot wire cars and stolen cars, okay, that gives him reasonable suspicion to at least ask. So I'm kind of torn because I don't know, and he didn't know if the guy had a gun. I mean, the guy once he asked the guy's like, "I have a gun. Do you want to go home tonight?" He got started to get into the suspicious area. So I'm kind of torn, but I'd probably go no bill if the cop had legit authority to interact with the guy.
So if I
No
had
bill.
said you, okay, there you go. Thank you. Let's go to TC.
I'm going to no bill this, but I'm going to back up some of what Joe is saying that depending on private property issues and whatnot, the officer may not even have authority to be on that private property unless the property owner has requested patrols on the property. So that is something that could affect if somebody did decide to bill this. I don't think they would, and I wouldn't bill it, but that's definitely something a good defense attorney is going to bring up.
I would say, for all intents and purposes, a car wash is probably considered. It is private property, but it has untethered public access. It's like a police officer driving through the parking lot at Walmart. Okay, so that's no bill, right, TC?
Yep.
Okay, let's go to Jason.
I'm actually laughing at, no offense to some of these comments, but no bill.
You're just being offensive today, Jason.
Mine's a no bill as well. I think there was enough reasonable suspicion for this officer not to drive by this person and stop and find out what's going on. Like I say, folks that really don't know what they're doing, they'll hook up batteries, wires to the battery, and then start hitting pairs inside the engine compartment, the passenger compartment, trying to get the vehicle to turn over. And in this case, the gentleman really could have had car trouble, but he was, I'll use the word hinky again. He was hinky from the get. Couldn't find ID. Wasn't real sure about that. And I never heard the return on the car. He run the tag, but I never heard the return come back if it came back to him, this Estrada fellow or not. But I'm going to no bill that as well.
Can I bring up?
Joe,
I want to bring up one
question.
point real quick. Attorney Joe, one point real quick. Whether you're on public property or private property, if you drive by a car with their hood up, maybe that's kind of a signal that their car's not working. They might need some help. They're trying to figure something out. And on every squad car in this nation, it's protect and serve. So when you drive by somebody who might need help, that alone gives you justification to walk up and just say, "Do you need help?" And then the case builds from there. And that's what I was kind of laughing about. Is I've walked up on many cars with their hoods up and got them a tow truck or gave him a ride somewhere. You know, his intentions might have been just to help this guy out and up front. And
Well, Jason, if you drive by someone with their hood up or they've got a flat tire, then they get to talk about how sorry you are because you drove by and you could have helped them. But if you stop and help them
No,
and it turns
wait
bad,
a minute.
you just talk
Like
about
you
you
said,
didn't
we're
have a
not
right
going
to
to do
talk to them.
philosophical conversations on our normal Friday night show.
Actually, I'm the
But
host.
this
I
is
can go philosophical
right.
as I want.
But what
Right, but nobody else can.
What Joe said is actually very true. If I drove by somebody with their hood up, major complaint coming my way.
Right, but my
But the point is the cop never walked up and said, "Hey, do you need help? Or are you okay?" He was like, "Hey, what's going on?" The kid's like, "I can't get the car to start."
Actually, he did.
He said, "Do you need help?"
Let's just listen again.
I believe the kid was wrong. I believe he stole the car. But the point is you can't philosophically sit here and say that I'm going to stop at every car that's got its hood up.
It wasn't philosophical. I'm saying that you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't.
You have an
As
idea
police
on
officer
you?
in this
The
type of
court has
situation.
backed up law enforcement and said that law enforcement is not
Leave me out
obligated.
at Coates and Donovan at the
Those
car
are
wash.
Okay, right there. He just said,
New
"Is your car
Mexico,
broke down?"
Adam
And the
Zebra
kid's like,
Frank,
"Yeah." And he goes, "Do you have
Zebra
ID on
32.
you?"
Be out with one.
Where did you have any like?
This is after he's
You got
already
like
seen
a
the wires
triple
coming
charger
out.
going on, or?
And he's talking about the wires.
Somewhere. But what's up with the wires coming out?
Now my ignition switch broke.
Oh,
That's what I
okay.
was trying to fix, but it's not working. Like I can't get nothing to work. Like, I can't get the
And again, I
parts
said
on.
if that's something that is
Anything to
common
work,
with
like,
stolen
usually-
cars, and it's like
there's usually a wire
that the cop,
This your
based
car?
on his experience or whatever you guys say
Can I
in
get your
court,
ID, please?
then I get that part. But
Any weapons in the
before
car?
that, he
Any
didn't
guns,
ask me if he
knives?
needed help. He saw
What's
that shit and I was like, "You have your ID?"
No, he said, "Is your car broken down?"
Yeah,
And he said, "Yes."
And at no point did he said,
Are you living out of your?
then he asked for his ID right then. No, I don't have to give you my ID just because my car's broken down.
You don't know where your wallet is or anything?
If I'm going to deal with somebody for a while, I want to know who I'm talking to.
But you're ignoring the fact that these wires are coming out of the engine compartment and into the passenger compartment. You're just ignoring
I
that
get
fact.
that, but I'm talking about when we were just talking about the hood being up at a car wash. That is not, and the cop trying to be helpful. Fine, you can come over. Is your car broken down? Yep. Do you have ID on you? Not for you. I don't have to give you my ID just standing there. It's not a consensual interaction. But you're right with the wire coming out. If that is suspicious in that area, and that's something that common with stolen cars, then that
What's your
gives
name?
him reasonable suspicion to start asking questions.
Right, and that was my point. It wasn't philosophical, TC. That was my point all along. We're talking about the hood being up, but we're ignoring the fact that the wires are there. In its totality, I think this officer had every legal ground to ask for ID.
I brought up the philosophical thing because, once again, out of all due respect, because Jason brought up respect earlier, he said on every cop car in the country it's emblazoned to protect and serve. But the Supreme Court has ruled that cops are not obligated to protect and serve. That they have no duty to protect or serve you. That's it.
And I agree with you, and I say that a police officer's job does not involve protect or serve, and it involves enforcing laws.
Correct. So you're not obligated to stop and help this person. So you've lost pretext for the stop. I said bill it because I believe the guy was in violation of criminal statutes. But you can't, on one hand, say, I'm going to, even on private property, if I see your hood up, I'm going to stop and find out if you're okay, because protect and serve. And then fall back on the court said we don't have to protect and serve.
Let me add something to that. If he'd walked up, there hadn't been wires coming out of the compartment, I'd have a different story on this. Yes. Do you need some help? Want me to call you a tow truck? No, I'm good. I'm working on this, and I'll get it up. Thanks. And then the contact is done, because it really is consensual at that point. If I stop, someone's hood's up on the side of the road and they say and ask if they need help, they're not blocking a roadway, there's no infraction, it's consensual. But with the wires coming out of the engine compartment and into the passenger compartment, that is like the linchpin in this that changes it from a consensual to constructive custody stop. Not philosophical. That fact that the wires are coming out is an absolute reason for a suspicion that a crime is being committed or has been committed. But let's go to. I think this officer is no billed by us all the way through. Let's stay on the border. Let's look at a migrant smuggler.
$118 West go. Those are yeah, got it.
West Coast units, DP advising vehicles getting back on frontage.
Black t-shirts, blue jeans walking away from you. Those are going to be the individuals.
Northbound on Alamo.
Left turn on Ivy, left turn on Ivy.
Left turn on Ivy.
West on.
South on 12, south on 12. Back towards.
Having a hard time throwing that 4,700 pounds around.
Nope.
Coming on to Luego Gloria.
Southwest on frontage.
137. Can you see over there by the BBC 5 Pit unsuccessful. He's in the parking lot. Looks like a motel parking lot. Whatever. Northbound, whatever.
Northbound row, Longoria from 83.
183. Okay, you take a look. There's 118. We got a pit.
Yeah, you got a good bite on
Pit,
that one.
black and white. Driver running.
6020, go ahead.
Southbound and.
You better stop! You better stop! Get down on the ground! Okay? Put your hands behind your back! Get your hands behind your back! Oh, okay. Get your hands behind your back! Start resisting. I got cut.
Okay, Vigi, what do you think about this one?
West Coast units, DP advising vehicles.
Honestly, Joe, I had to step away for about 5 minutes to turn out the dogs.
So I heard a no bill from you. Let's go to Big Ron.
Yeah, no bill.
Okay. Bruce Wayne.
Definitely a no bill. He was a clear threat and danger to the whole neighborhood. They had to shut him down.
Tactical.
Yeah, I'd say no bill for this one.
Okay, Lawyer Joe.
I'm not even sure what the hell's going on here, but that was a good pit.
He was
So-
which one? They pitted several times. That last one was a good bite and got him, but
Yeah, the last one where the car was up on him and it was a great pit. So all in all, I mean, there's no bill. I'm just kind of confused about what the hell was going on.
you guys could take this if you're not from Texas. If you want to come to Texas and evade in a motor vehicle, this will be the outcome. We will chase you until there's no more to chase. But this person that dropped off illegal immigrants, this is down on the Texas border, South Texas.
Okay.
And, he dropped off immigrants at a truck stop, and he's a coyote. And Texas is going to get you. They're pretty heavy down there right now.
Kind of makes me wish they pitted him harder.
Which time? Okay, let's go to TC.
Hit me harder, Daddy.
Hit me harder, Daddy. That's what he was asking for. TC, what do you think?
On replay, because I was doing the dog thing too. Yeah, it is definitely a justifiable use of a pit move.
Okay. Jason, what do you think about this? You guys don't do pits like that in Minnesota, do you?
Used to quite a bit actually, and this is old school law enforcement, and I honestly have never seen that many pits in one pursuit in my life. No bill.
Yeah. Now the thing about the pit is a longer wheelbase car does it better because it gets that ass end slung around a little further. If this is a short wheelbase car, it makes it a little more harder, more difficult to pit. But these road roaches are sure putting it on him. There was some.
Can I
decent
get you to say ass end slung a little bit, just a few more times?
Ass end slung around. It'll sling that ass end out from underneath you. That's exactly what it'll do.
You want to twerk that car, is what you're saying.
If I'm pitting one, yeah. See that pit we just saw right there. That actually wasn't a bad one. He just didn't have enough bite. If he'd been a little forward on the wheels, I think he would have got him there. That last one, if you'll notice the pit and see if we can get to it, he's forward of the wheels when he pulls into him to slide him around. At that point, that car's got no choice, especially against the SUV. It's much heavier.
A mitigating circumstance for me here is this: the Coyote actually has great driving skills as well. So,
no, he doesn't. You saw how he stepped.
It was a joke. It was a joke.
Okay,
Well,
I was
I
gonna
will-
say they should have pitted.
I will say he knew what to do when he pitted. When you're being pitted, you want to steer into it like it's a slide. If the vehicle that's pitting you doesn't continue the motion to slide your ass in out from underneath you, you can fishtail out of it.
100%.
Like driving on ice in Minnesota.
I actually pitted a Corvette once, and the Corvette, I pitted him, and he just did a 360 and kept going.
Yeah, I'm not saying this guy had those kind of skills, but he wasn't a horrible driver. He even had some drifting going in there. Maybe not great, but he had some drifting.
The thing is, with rear-wheel drive, you want to go slow into the corner and fast out of it. And he went way too fast in the corners, and he like fishtailed out of every single turn. Like people like drifting makes you slow. You don't want to lose traction like that.
And he had the police chasing him. He was frazzled. But I always like to watch a DPS, a Texas Trooper chase, because them guys, they pull out the stops. It used to be back in the day, and I still think it's part of their policy. They can is that they'll pull up beside you before they pit, put that shotgun out the passenger window, and take out back tires. I've seen that happen twice, and it's pretty impressive. Well, let's go to a knife fight.
Get back in your car.
What do you want?
Get back in your car.
What do you want?
Your license.
What do you want my license for?
Give me your license.
You know I don't have a fucking copy of my license.
Then you
so
can't
what's your problem?
drive.
What's your problem?
You can't drive.
Come on,
You don't
get
have a
out.
license.
Just handle this like a man, dude. Come on, get out and handle this like a man. Get out of your fucking car.
LC 4212. I'm in the driveway of 74 Main Street North with Alpha Alpha 39355. Be advised, the operator is walking away.
Don't come near me. Don't come near me.
What do you mean don't come near me?
Don't fucking come near me.
Don't, Tyler, don't, Tyler, don't, Tyler, don't, Tyler, don't, Tyler, don't, Tyler.
Get him away from me. I don't know if he stabbed me or what he did. LC 4012. LC 4012.
Put me on that. Roger, 23.
LC 4012. LC 42 True Bell.
Go ahead, LC 42.
Send me an ambulance for me. Yeah, I think so. Right here in my neck.
Roger.
Come over here. Come over here.
Get him away from me.
I don't know if he stabbed me.
All right.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
All right.
Hands behind your back.
I can.
Down. Give me your other hand. Give me your other hand.
Okay.
He attacked me. Give me your other hand.
He fucking attacked me. He attacked me.
Give me your hand.
He attacked me. He attacked me.
Give me your other hand.
He fucking attacked me.
Did he stab you?
He attacked me.
Yeah, I think so. Let me see where.
Right here, right there.
Yeah, come over here, Jimmy. Come over here. Come on. Come over here. Jimmy, sit down. LC 44, sit down. Sit down.
42.
I need a medic. Immediately, I need a medic.
Roger,
Breathe. Breathe.
Fucking
Sit down.
Fidgy, did you see that one?
I didn't see what the guy did to the cop exactly, but I don't think I would build that. And by the way, you know, if you're stupid enough that when you're getting handcuffed after you've done something to an officer to be like, he attacked me, that's court time. That's not, the other officer is not there to make a judgment on that. Other than to continue handcuffing you.
Wasn't that the officer saying he attacked me?
No, it was the suspect.
Oh, that's funny.
And he did. He stabbed him in the
So
neck.
I would go
in
with
case
no
you didn't
bill on
catch
that. I mean, what did he do? Oh, he stabbed him. Okay.
Stabbed him in the neck.
Yeah, you did say knife. Right.
Okay, let's go to tactical. What do you think?
Yeah, it's a no bill.
And I don't know if this is a bill or no bill type situation. It was an interesting video and it was a new one, so we got it in the mix. But here we go, right here. You'll watch. With his right hand, he goes to his pocket, and he strikes the officer in the neck. Okay, Big Ron, what do you think?
Yeah, no bill, and I'm trying to figure out what they blurred out on the ground.
I think they were blurring out blood. If you watch his hands, when he's spitting and breathing and talking into the radio, you'll see spittle or blood spittle coming out onto the back of his hands. Sounds like he probably got into his throat and his airway with the stab wound. Okay, well, let's go to Bruce Wayne. What do you think?
That's a no bill for me.
Very well, Lawyer Joe.
Same. I mean, he stabbed the cop in the neck over nothing.
Well, we talk about knives a lot. This is another good example of how
Yeah.
fast a knife can come into play. TC, what do you think?
No bill.
Jason?
Suspect
Don't tell me no bill. Tell me about the damn scene. We all know it's a no bill.
Suspect's lucky to be alive. That's all I have to say. This one actually is sad. He's lucky he's alive.
What do you think about the officer's actions after he got stabbed?
Kudos to him. He stayed in the fight, backed off. I feel bad for the guy. This was brought on by this guy on the ground right here, and he's lucky to be alive right now.
I'm with Jason. That guy should have been aired out. I think the officer was too passive. He backed out of the fight, Jason, in my opinion. If the attacker in this had continued the attack, this officer had backed up and had gone down. In my opinion, he was out of the fight. But it's absolutely no bill. But I'm with Jason. He should have caught some extra holes in the chest for that. Let's go to another knife fight.
Secretary, please.
Now he's gonna lock the door. Which is probably why we shouldn't close it, right?
Yeah, I didn't think about that. He was spitting all over
I know.
us.
You don't know. You don't know calm. You don't know reason. You know hospital.
Which hospital do you go to?
I'll go to fucking hospital.
Let's see if Dad can open it.
Sir! Can you unlock the door? See? This is why we don't do this.
What's your name?
What's your name? What the fuck? This is why we don't do this shit, man.
Get out of the room. Get out of the room. Well, they got keys now. So they're... I'm gonna fucking kill on it.
Let's see if Dad can open it.
Sir!
25 around the corner.
See? This is why we don't do this.
I wonder if they can get the patch that's any larger. I would like to see them wearing a larger patch.
I'll just go to the back.
What's your name?
I'll go to the back.
The patch isn't that big. It's just the officers are just that small.
That's still a big patch. Goes from your shoulder to your elbow.
I'm gonna fucking kill on it. Come on.
I want to know by what she meant by it. That's why we don't do this. That's why we don't do this. She said it several times. I want to know what.
Drop the knife! 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 Don't hit it, please. Drop the fucking knife! Drop the knife! Relax, shit. Don't hit him. Drop. Don't hit him. Finish your round. Drop the knife. The fucking knife. Drop the knife. Yo, Mayo. Shots fired, shots fired. Don't move! Don't fucking move! Don't fucking move! Put the knife down! Put the knife
Never
down!
gonna dance again.
Drop the fucking knife! Drop the knife! Drop the knife! Drop the fucking knife!
Okay, Fidji, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna build that obviously, because she shouldn't have been trying to get into it. No, I'm just kidding. It's a no bill.
Okay.
What was the guy doing? Like his buddy, was he helping him or was he trying to get him?
I believe it was the shot person's father, and the shot person's father was trying to unlock the door as the officer requested.
Oh, okay.
Tactical.
Yeah,
what do
no
you
bill.
think?
I'm gonna go for no bill on this one. I think I don't know if there was exigent circumstances enough for them to try to pick the door, but the homeowners did open the door and then proceeded to lunge with a knife at the police. So I'm ultimately going to go for no bill because of that.
And guys, I don't have the backup reading on this, but I'll tell you that they're called there for domestic disturbance, and this person is mentally unstable. So that's why they're there.
How can you possibly say that this person is mentally unstable, Joe? What the hell?
That's philosophical. Don't worry about it. Let's go to Big Ron.
You're in
If he's
so much
mentally
trouble.
unstable, where was the social worker? It's going to be a no bill for me.
They were opening the doors so the social worker could talk to him face to face.
Yeah, with a pocket knife.
Yeah, it's the best way to do it. Bruce Wayne, what do you think?
Oh, that's a no bill for me as well.
Lawyer Joe, what do you know?
I'm just trying to figure out why she was opening the door. Like, what authority did they have to go into the house, like open the door and go in?
Okay, well, let's open up that box of candy right now. What the
Okay.
officer's talking about is the door being locked. Evidently, we've got rookie officers here, and she's saying that's why you don't let them shut the storm door, because they lock you out. But they're there for a domestic. They've got to make contact. Now, watch as he turns around to his father, and he's almost a little threatening to his father. So now you've got an innocent person in there that called the police because they're having a domestic disturbance with this mentally ill and unstable person. So yes, that's why she's saying this is why we don't do that. And you're right. You put your foot in the door. You don't let them shut a door between you when you have legal authority to be there to conduct whatever law enforcement business that you're conducting. And she's trying to get into that door because this little dispute that's happening inside the door could quickly have been father being stabbed instead of police officer stabbed. And that officer was stabbed 3 times.
So
Okay.
they were
gotcha.
called there by somebody on premise for a domestic.
The person that unlocked the door was the caller.
Okay, yeah, that definitely shows exigent circumstances.
Yeah, that's all I was concerned about because I'm like, why is she trying to jimmy the door open? But if with the knowing that there was a domestic and like that, probably dad or whoever was called, and then he's trying to get to the door to unlock it, and she's trying to get it open to get to be able to see or protect him. Yeah,
The
no
father
bill.
was the one who ultimately unlocked the door. She was unsuccessful with her jimmying technique.
Okay. Well, either way, like no bill because you're right. The exigent circumstances existed right in front of her face.
Okay. TC, what do you think?
Yeah, no bill.
Jason.
Somebody's going to be mad at my answer, but if I'm that officer outside that door and you're there on a domestic, we have a statutory obligation to. It's not. It's a shall arrest thing, and he's defiant, hands in pocket, turns his back to it, yelling at the cops. Personally, I'm pulling up my ass, but I'm cracking that window open, and this thing is over right now. I want to take control of that as soon as I can. And as far as Bill goes, absolutely not. But yeah, I didn't like the hands in the pockets. I didn't like his body language at all.
Thank you. I was watching.
What did you think about what you guys think about the shot? What do you think they hit him at? Did you notice him after shots were fired?
Like I said, he ain't gonna dance again.
Yeah, it looked like a leg.
I was gonna think a spinal shot.
Yeah, I think his spinal shot looked like both his legs were not a part of his body any longer. And I agree with Jason 100%. You have a duty when you're called to a domestic. It's a shall arrest situation, I think, in every state, definitely in Texas, and I'm pretty sure it is that way in Minnesota as well. The supervisor there, he said, this is why we don't do this. She's absolutely 100% correct. You don't allow anyone to, if you have legal authority to be there, especially on a domestic, and they try to shut the door in your face, we're coming in, and I wouldn't have pulled out a pocket knife. I would have pulled out an aspartame, and I'd taken that door out to pull him on out the house. All right, we've got one more video. Let's get to it and see what
Holy
it's all
shit,
about.
we're on track to be done early.
Well, we may, guys. I've got some work things that are popping up. We may actually have a little early night tonight.
What's the location emergency?
Yes, pretty sure I just got robbed today. Some of my guns are missing and everything.
Okay. And what is your address?
It's Pratt Court, Plano, Illinois.
Okay. And do you have like signs of forced entry in your home?
Yeah, I just noticed it right now.
All right. How many of them are missing?
That I don't know yet because I didn't take inventory, but I know a shotgun is missing.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and have our officer.
Hey!
Hello? Hello? 911, what is the address to your emergency?
Crack court. Somebody next door to me sound like a gunshot. Please come.
Okay, so shots fired?
That's what it sounded like. But his window was just busted, like somebody shot through his window, and I just heard him. It was a please hurry.
I know, we've got help coming, okay?
The 601 garage door just opened. The vehicle started in the garage. Hey,
Damn,
please
Joe,
stop!
how are you getting in so early?
Stop! Stop! Got a 28 Edward Bravo, Edward Boy 20606, 20606. Stop!
Income 721, we got a male down, gunshot wound. Roll medics to the house, please.
Male down, gunshot wound, rolling medics to the residence.
We're still eastbound 34, we're approaching Bristol Ridge Road. Speeds are going to be 55 miles per hour. Subjects possibly armed and dangerous due to the home invasion. Unknown occupants.
It's a very polite chase. Nice 55 mile an hour. Casual. Taking your time.
I think it's one of those electric cars. You just gotta follow until the batteries die.
It's a kinder, gentler law enforcement.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Don't move! Don't move! Don't move! Don't move!
Jason, remind me to ask you about this tactic that I'm seeing. Let's go to Fitchy. What do you think about this one?
911, what's the...
I don't mean to sound like I've watched too many police movies, but why didn't he like shoot out the tires or something? He was close enough. Like what?
Hold
why,
up, hold
why
up,
did he
hold
go
up.
to
Now,
the
now we're
chase?
shooting out tires on a police chase, and if somebody pops off a round in a vacant hotel parking lot, y'all talking about backstops. What do you think happens to a round after it goes through a tire or ricochets off the rim?
Well, I'm talking
The
about like
rubber
when the guy
absorbs the
was
bullet.
first leaving. You know, there was no one around. And
It's typically against the most department policies. The reason I talk about
is it
DPS doing it with the shotgun slugs is that the Department of Public Safety in Texas is the only one that can do it because you can't sue them.
okay? Yeah, I was just wondering because it seems like that chase could have been prevented pretty easily. Yeah, that's a no go.
Okay, tactical. What do you think?
No, Bill.
Did everybody get the background information? It was a home invasion, and the homeowner, the person that made the original 911 call that you heard, was deceased on the scene.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to James. What do you think about it?
I'm gonna have to go with no, Bill, and this is exactly why you always stay strapped, people. Because even in your own home, while you've got guns everywhere, someone could have a gun of yours in your own home. Always have a gun on you.
Some fine advice there, Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping you pick a controversial one for the final one. That's a no. That is a no bill.
You know what? I pulled videos this week. The only real controversial one I had was the one that we had some controversy on was the rear passenger getting shot when he lunged back in. Just everything wasn't. So it kind of is what it is. So, Big Ron, what do you think?
Yep, no bill, good shoot.
Okay. Lawyer Joe?
Same. The guy obviously had just shot the house he broke into. He shot the owner and then takes off in whoever's vehicle. And as soon as he opens the door, he gets out with the shotgun. Yeah, you're going down. That was a good shoot.
The guy with the shotgun didn't look like he was very comfortable with it. He didn't know exactly how to aim and get some shots off. Watch him. He's like, well, maybe here. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'm
Right,
banging
but
around
he's
off
just like,
there, but I don't know. Oh, shit. Now I got one. Damn, it
yeah,
hit me.
like right there though. You're pointing a shotgun at cops. You're going to get shot, dumbass.
Oh, yeah.
It was
No,
a good shoot.
that happened. TC, what do you think about this one?
Oh yeah, that's that no bill. Yeah, for sure.
Jason?
I'm going to agree with Fidgy a little bit, not about shooting tires, but just killed a guy and stealing a vehicle. I don't think this pursuit should have happened. But
Well, I don't think they knew he was dead until after he had pulled out. They were just responding to a break-in and maybe shots fired, and then the vehicle backs out. They didn't realize until after the fact that the caller was dead.
okay, my mistake. Then no bill.
So I think
no
it
bill,
changes.
no
I mean,
bill.
you wouldn't pop rounds off at a guy that's in a vehicle pursuit without having all the information. The officer at that time did not have that information. But what I want to ask you about is that I've kind of got it paused here. Let me back it up just a little bit. What's up with the shield? They've shot a guy and he's wounded on the ground, and they're going to approach. Let's see if I can kick it off here. They approach with a shield. They approach stacked up in this manner. Why does it take so many to go up and secure one who's been shot? Or what is this? Is a new tactic. This is not something that was taught.
It's not that.
Practiced.
It's not that new, actually.
Okay, well, how old is it?
Well, they're adopting some correctional facility posturing here. You shield stack and then you pin, is what they're doing. If you watch them, they pin him down with the shield.
And you're right. That is used in correctional facilities, which is kind of a different situation. I just don't know.
No, absolutely. But I think what you're seeing is maybe some bleed over in training.
It's got to be something. It's got to be something that is. We've seen it, especially in or California departments. It seems like that's the way they approach it. And this one in Colorado, they're approaching it the same way. So I didn't know if Jason, you were familiar with this as far as some sort of training in law enforcement, and what do you think the purpose is?
We've never done that. We've never done that. I don't know.
We just had somebody keep cover and one approach, hopefully from a blind. You look for a blind side to approach and get the handcuffs on. If the guy moves, you put more in him. But see, as the second team comes up, they're also stacked up. Just something that I've never seen before. I don't know that I'm against it.
It makes me wonder if maybe some of these agencies or whatnot, or even maybe some of the states where you're starting to see some of this. I know that California, especially, a lot of times their guys have to do a certain amount of time in a detention setting. I'm wondering how much of it is muscle memory for them. They just naturally fall into that stack. Not saying it's good or bad. I'm just wondering if that's what it is.
I don't know. I worked 2 years in detention prior to being on the streets, and I know what you're talking about. That it was very common to take a shield, go in and pin somebody in a cell and get them restrained. But it's just not a tactic that we employed or were taught for law enforcement work on the streets.
Yeah, on the streets, it's yeah. I don't think it's effective for the streets, but I'm wondering if that's what it is. It's just kind of a bleed through agency or muscle memory.
I think you've got to have an agency that's got enough available officers to be able to put this little soiree together. Like the one we saw in San Francisco last week, there was like 35 officers for a guy that was sleeping in a car with a gun on the seat.
Which was like half of a city block in San Francisco, really.
Right. That was remarkable. I mean, it must be nice to have that many officers that aren't answering calls for service and patrolling areas that need to be patrolled, that you can stack them up to go for one person sleeping in a car.
Well, San Francisco doesn't do anything about crime anyway, so they had plenty of time.
That's true. I guess they're not really doing calls for service, are they, in San Francisco? Jason, what's your call load in the area that you're in?
Per day or a year?
If you can give a day.
Oh boy, I'd say probably around 150 a day.
And how many officers you have out there pulling those down?
Per day, 12 to 15.
Yeah. I've had times where you come in and you've got calls that have been holding since the AM for, like, stolen bikes and things like that, and you just almost can't get to those.
Jason, do you have to review the reports of every single one of those incidents before you leave your shift?
When I was the investigative lieutenant, I read everything. My position now, no, but yeah, there's been a long point of my career where I read every report.
Yeah, if you want to see some funny stuff, start reviewing police reports and the way some police write. It's
it's interesting.
Like Marines, they write like Marines.
Now, I wasn't insulting Marines.
You were thinking it.
No, what is funny is the pat phrases and the cut and paste that officers use. They'll use the same term, like through my training experience, it had the consistent odor and texture and color to odor and texture to marijuana. But it seems to me when you use that same phrase on every marijuana arrest that you have, it kind of takes it out. It's like, I don't feel like that's genuine.
It's even better when you start to realize that your platoon, or whatever you guys you call it, when your platoon is so cohesive, you can tell that they're relying on the person who's the best report writer, and they're all waiting for that person to get their report done, and then they start trying to borrow lines.
Oh no, I'll bury you for that. I'll bury you for that. That's not the way a report's supposed to be. It's your words. You write it how you write it, but 100%.
Oh, I agree, but it's just you could just tell when people have had it, like they're on their 8th report for the day, and they're just like, "I'm done."
Now, I'll tell you what: if you're a police, if you're a cop, and you don't like writing reports, you need to find another job. Everything's a report. If you didn't write it down, it never happened. But the guys, I've got to pull out of here. I've got to do get on the phone with a couple of guys from work that are still not working. We'll do an after party on this, and I think we're going to get an update from Lita in North Carolina. But give me about 25, maybe 30 minutes, and we'll kick that up. Give everybody a chance to grab something fresh to drink and stretch your legs, and catch us on X. We'll kick off an after party. We can keep the conversation going there. But good show. I want to thank all my panel members for dedicating a little bit of time on Friday with us. And all you folks that are watching us, we appreciate you too, and the comments that we've had in the chat. You guys are wonderful, and it makes me want to really jump in and put these together, whether my time is short or not, just because I enjoy them and enjoy having you guys around me. So, genuine appreciation. Thank you.
Hello.
No.
And did you ever get any money from Myalansky?
I never got money from any of those fellas.
None of those
fellas. None of these that I've been reading about, or none that I knew. They never gave me anything.
None of the Machetes?
No. I don't even speak to it. I mean, I met that Charlie once or twice. I don't even talk to him.
You don't like him?
No.
Night Court with Joe Lanou, live on X.
Also known as Duck Corella. I refuse to answer on the grounds of made intent to criminate. You got any business? I refuse to answer on the grounds of intent to criminate. You have any profession? I refuse to answer on the grounds of made intent to criminate. You have any occupation? I refuse to answer on the grounds of made intent to criminate. Are you a known racketeer? I refuse to